Moving from Russia to New Zealand at the age of 15, why did I decide to move at such a young age? At about the age of 12, I got very fascinated with English. I've been learning English since I was about 5 years old, so it was always a huge part of my life. But at the age of 12, I decided I wanted to move and live abroad. I've never really felt like I truly belonged in Russia. I was too outspoken, had too many questions. My teachers didn't really like me, so I just wanted to move on. In 2009, I started to get bullied by my teachers because I was always ambitious and questioned their authority. That's when my parents and I saw it as an opportunity to take the leap. At first, we strongly considered Canada, and I was actually very excited to go to Canada. We put all the documents together, and it didn't work out once. And then we did the entire process again, and it didn't work out twice. So that's when we decided that we had to take another route. Afterwards, we considered US, Australia, and New Zealand. US was too out of our price range, and then when I looked at Australia and New Zealand and did my research, I found out that a lot of poisonous snakes and spiders in Australia. Mind you, I was 15 years old, and that's how I decided to go to New Zealand. And that's when we started to gather all the documents again, worked with our agency to get my visa, and 3 weeks later, after we first applied for my visa, I got it, and that's how it was confirmed I was going to New Zealand. I got my visa, and I knew the date that I was leaving, packed up, ready to go, and I only told 2 of my close friends that I was leaving and no one else. So it was a bit of a shock when I left. It was such a long process for us, and I wanted it so badly, so I just didn't want to jinx it, so I didn't tell anybody. On the flight over to New Zealand, I honestly don't even remember it. I was very stressed out. I was leaving my family, my friends, everything I knew behind, and I was going to the edge of the world that it felt, and I was pretty nervous. When I arrived in New Zealand, I stayed with a homestay family. They're a Kiwi family, and we're still friends to this day. I stayed with them for 2.5 years until I turned 18. Like I said, I stayed with a homestay family for 2.5 years. They looked after me. We're still good friends. I went to high school. I graduated from high school. And what I remember about that time is that I had to work so hard because I was adjusting to new culture. I was adjusting to new schooling system. I was adjusting to studying in English 100% of the time. It was really hard, and especially knowing that my parents put everything they had on the line and put all their savings towards my education overseas. I knew I had to grow up very quickly and work my bottom off. Even though those times were very challenging for me and I had to work harder than everyone else around me, it really helped me develop my work ethic, and I'm so grateful for it. I've been living in New Zealand for almost 11 years now, and to this day, I honestly think that this was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I truly found myself. I found Islam. I found my husband. I graduated from film school. I started businesses, and I truly feel that here is where I belong. I truly found my home away from home. It was really hard. The move was hard. What 15-year-old would want to leave their family behind, honestly? But when I look back, I would do it all over again because it shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm so grateful for that. And the moral of the story is always trust your gut. It's your life to live.